Welcome back to my page. And if you are joining for the first time, I am Shannon Wilkerson, and this channel is all about all things parenting, single moms. Obviously, I'm going to talk about this movie, Straw, because it's about a single mom and various trauma that she experienced. Um, First of all, let me say that there is a different level of trauma that single mothers experience that I have not experienced, because I think it's just way different when you plan to raise your kid with someone and you think that that's what's going to occur, and then boom, it doesn't happen that way and you end up raising a child by yourself. Me having adopted children, I went in knowing that I was raising my children by myself. So I do feel like that is a different level of trauma. However, all of the day-to-day things still apply to me. I still, felt some of the things in the movie when she was talking about like having to do everything and everything like kind of being on her. Obviously, I still experience that. So basically, the movie is going through a day in the life of the main character, Janiyah, and all the things that happened to her over the course of a day, which included being evicted, being run off the road by a police officer, and then he threatened her life. She was fired. There were people at her job screaming at her and throwing stuff at her. Just a horrible existence, right? Just a bad situation. And then the ultimate trauma that occurred in the movie. Let me say this too. If you have not watched the movie and you plan to watch it, you should probably stop watching this video, because I'm about to go into like the ending, and you may not want me to spoil it for you. But the ultimate trauma was that her child had actually died the night before this terrible day that she was having. And she had a breakdown, understandably, and was going about her day as if her child were alive. She even went to drop her kid off at school and, was going through all the motions as if her child was alive and well. She gave her child a bath that morning, like all the motions, and her child was not there. But in her mind, her child was there. So, my God, like, it was the ending of the movie when they revealed that the child was actually deceased. It made me physically ill. I was physically sick after that was revealed, because it's such a horrible thing. And I feel like that's like a mother's worst nightmare. Like, what could happen to you worse as a mother than for your child to die? So the movie was very, very traumatizing for me, because it was like playing out my worst nightmare. So that it was a lot, and I felt sick all night. But just all the trauma and things that she experienced that people were relating to and people were discussing on social media and stuff like that. It was just one terrible experience after another. And I just wanted to stress, and the reason I'm making this video about the movie is to just stress to people, to single mothers, to, if you don't have family, because family is very big for me and very important to me, and they are my support system. So I have family. But I realized that not everybody has family, or not everybody has family who are supportive and encouraging and helpful and loving and all the things that you want your family to be. I realize that not everybody has that type of family. It's important to create your village, right? Like, connect with other people, other single moms, or just people around you who care, who you can trust. Don't be too trusting of just anybody. Like, vet these people very well. But people that are supportive, that you trust, who are going to be there, who can be a shoulder to lean on when you need one, who can be a listening ear when you need a listening ear. And if you need a couple dollars, you need somebody who can do that too. If you need a babysitter so you can go on an interview or go to work or whatever, you need people who you can rely on, who you can lean on, and they can lean on you. And sometimes you have to create that instead of doing what might come naturally to other people, which is to just rely on your family. Sometimes you need to create the family. And I actually have done both. Like, I have my family, then I have my created family, which is my church family. And now I even have like some of the other moms at my kids' school who I am developing a relationship with. And that has been wonderful. And it has been helpful. And it has made certain things easier. So I just encourage you to not just accept being traumatized. Take some steps to change that part of your situation. Like, reach out to people, create what you want for yourself. And it's good for your kids too, because then they have community and they have people and they have friends and all of that. So, it's healthy for everybody. And then you have something too that someone else can benefit from. So you are adding your supply to the group as well. So create your circle, create your group, create your people, create your family, and then come into it with something that you're adding to the pot that can benefit someone else, and utilize all your resources within that group and just help each other and work together, because it's very, very important. Single parenting can be very traumatizing. Like, all those things that happened to her in the day, being evicted, and her car got towed, and the cop ran her off the road, and she couldn't cash her check. She didn't have any money. Her daughter didn't have lunch money. It was just so much that occurred, and I felt that, because though my situation has never been quite that bad, I have had times when a lot was going on, and then you still have to push past all the things that are going on and still be a stellar parent, because your kids still need you in the same way as if nothing was going on in your life. You still got to show up the same way every day. You still got to do all the same stuff. You can't say, oh, I'm stressed out, so I can't comb your hair today. Unless you're staying home. No, of course, chill, relax, and just let some things go. But if they going to school, you can't send them to school looking any kind of way. You can't say, I'm stressed, I'm not going to wash your clothes. I'm stressed, I'm not going to cook. I'm stressed, I'm not going to take you to school today because I don't feel like getting out the bed. You have to still show up and be mommy and do all the things. So take care of that part of your well-being. It also will have a positive impact on your mental health and all of that. And just form what you need. And sometimes you might feel like, I don't know these people. There's nobody I can think of that I can trust. They not going to accept me. You don't know until you try. Because I definitely didn't want to trust anybody, especially with my kids. I wasn't going to trust nobody with nothing. And I'm still kind of that way. Like, I trust people, but there's still a limit to my trust. And when I need certain things, I still choose my family for certain things. Like, I don't leave my kids over anybody's house to spend the night. Not even just to spend the night, just to go over in general. My kids don't go to people's house. That's just my rule, because I don't have that much trust in anybody yet at this point, because I'm still developing these relationships. But we have made a lot of progress. I don't know if I'm moving towards letting my kids go to somebody's house or not, but it's going, and the progress is being made, and the relationships are forming. So that's all I really wanted to say is take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your self-care. Go get a pedicure today, manicure, go get your hair done, do something, or just get an extra hour of sleep. You know, that's free. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Take care of you.